Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and I'm here to talk to you about an important issue. It's something you might have experienced in your teenage years. Maybe you've moved on or buried it deep down, or perhaps you're just embarrassed. Well, don't be. It's time to acknowledge it, embrace it, maybe even do it again. Why do I care so much? Because I did it too. A lot. And there's video.
And you promised me if I brought you to this party, you would behead yourself!
Of course, I'm talking about high school musicals. See that shrimpy little blonde kid? That's me. Sometimes I was the lead, other times second banana, or just a banana. Some people like me never left the stage, but for most of you, it was just a stage. You've grown up and happily moved on, and you've never thought about getting back in the saddle. But what if I told you you could do it all over again? Well, we're giving former classmates across the country just that chance. In 1997, these students performed together in their high school musical. Now, we're reuniting them for an encore performance like no other. But we haven't told them which castmates are coming back or that they're putting on the same show they did in high school. Stephen Sondheim and James LaPine's Into the Woods. It's been 20 years, and they're a little rusty. But let's see if they're ready for their encore.
So, ready for wardrobe?
Hello, old friend.
Cover time in Orange County. Delicious, and it wakes me up.
The saddest thing in life is wasted talent, right? The saddest thing in life is wasted talent.
Hey, Mark, Billy with Insurance Partners. This completes the circle. We're now your agent for your liability and auto and umbrella.
Me not being on stage is wasted. Is wasted.
Personally, I'm just as happy singing in my living room than I am anywhere else. Music's what makes me happy.
I did theater professionally, and then I kind of had this weird moment where I realized that there are other things in this world that I'm passionate about. Going back to medial and lateral rotation. Oh, hello.
We're gonna start with trivia in just about 10 minutes time, so if you wanna play some trivia, come on over and grab a paper and a pen.
I have no idea what musical we're gonna be doing. It's not Cats, is it? Oh my God, don't put me in a cat suit. I don't care, I'll do it anyway.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell. Very nice to meet you.
I know who you are. Nice to meet you.
And I know who you are. Will you come sit with me?
Sure.
First of all, thank you for having us here. This is very exciting. I'm looking through this delicious group of people here. Tell me about who everybody else was.
I look so different.
Carrie, oh my gosh. She had a lovely voice. She just was a little afraid of it.
I thought for sure in my life that anything to do with performance was past. So to get to do something in it again is just, it rekindles flames.
So this is amazing. I did have a little crush on Carrie back in the day. More than a little crush. I was in love with her. How are you? I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
She's always too far away, but I loved her anyway. That song is about Carrie. I recorded it on a cassette tape taped to a teddy bear, and I gave her the teddy bear. It was not very smart, but it worked, I guess. I mean, it didn't work, but I mean, she didn't hate me. Ooh, wow, come here, you.
In high school, I was the artsy kid. I was in band, I was in theater, and that was kind of my life.
Apparently you guys decided to match shoes.
That's why we're best friends.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Christy had the voice to die for. She was adorable.
You look beautiful.
At 18, I was gonna continue performing and doing this.
Are you still doing like acting stuff at all? Yeah, no, I'm out of that world.
It's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. The difference between high school Dan and adult Dan is less hair.
In high school, people saw me as both a jock and a theater geek. I was the one person that was able to pull it off, I think.
Oh my God.
Kate is your daughter. When it came to theater, she was business, and yet she dated Billy. He was a part of her life for about a year and a half, maybe. I
But
don't
that's
know.
like
Yeah.
a decade in high school.
Oh, it was.
Now, have Billy and Kate had any contact since high school?
No.
Well, it might be nice for the two of them to see each other
Oh,
again.
yeah, I think so.
I'm a batter. Yeah. I'm just waiting for a curveball to go. Like, when it happens, I'm gonna knock it out of the park.
No way.
Kate and I don't communicate. Once we got into college, you know, we went our separate ways.
So tell me a little bit about Kristen.
And Kristen, she wasn't the theater nerd that hung out with all the theater people. We thought she dropped off the face of the earth.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Is that how you responded to everybody?
In high school, I was only in one school play, which was Into the Woods.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel.
I made high school my bitch. Like, got straight A's. I was like vice president on the homecoming court. Guess I was in the cooler group and they were like thespians.
More kids than just what's on the way there?
I know. I am a third kid.
I've not been in contact with any of these people.
You married, okay.
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my God.
This is happening.
Is this like just amazing?
This is insane.
I honestly was like, what are we doing? Because Kristen Bell's here.
We would like to put on a full-scale production of Into the Woods with you guys as the cast.
I love that show. I love the whole experience.
We'll think about it.
Here's the one catch. You're gonna have to put on this production within the next 7 days.
Okay. Yeah, sure we can.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
We're gonna do It's the Woods in like 6 days. Woo! I was like, not woo. Not woo at all, actually.
I'm sensing a little bit of hesitation, and I just want you to know we have your backs. We have a fabulous creative team that will be helping you all week for your performance, which will be this Sunday night. And I would like to introduce the creative team to you now.
Kristen, hello. Hello, everybody.
I'm gonna let the creative team take over. They seem very confident.
Good.
All right, I'm gonna check in with you guys later in the week. Have fun.
See you
Break
then.
both legs. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Coy Middlebrook. I'm your director for the week.
The creative team is just very impressive. I was just really hoping that professionals were gonna be involved, that could kind of take us by the hand and help us. Help us!
Don't panic. We have a plan. The first thing we have to do is we have to get to know you. So we'll have a little bit of a song class and a little bit of a dance class.
Okay. All right. Because you did the show in 1997, we picked the song Baby One More Time, Britney Spears.
Yeah, you did.
Because here we are to do it only one more time.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Can I start it really low there? Okay.
Hey, baby, how would I supposed to know?
That something wasn't right here. My loneliness is killing me, and
Graham! That voice, that range, where did that come from? He never sang like that.
I must confess, I still believe when you're not with me, I lose my mind.
I was the witch, one of the core female leads in Into the Woods.
And now you're out of sight.
I was hoping for the witch because my mom had just done it in our community theater. I got Vicar's Wife and I was like, ah, suck it.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Miss Holbrook's daughter got the role.
All right.
Hey, Billy.
It's gonna be fun. Hi.
I have a decent voice. My girlfriend thinks I have a good voice. I can carry a tune.
Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go.
time. There you go.
They are not great, but they all seem really willing, so I was excited.
We're gonna move now into our dance part of our class.
Here we go. 3, 4, push it, 5, clap. I did see some people that had very little rhythm. What I consider to be pretty easy choreography. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, geez.
I have a reoccurring nightmare that I have at least every 2 weeks. I'm about to go on stage and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I wake up and, oh! When I think about putting an entire show in 1 week, it's like you're putting that nightmare into real life.
Tomorrow, we all step it up.
Ready, Rocco? Let's go, boy.
1, 2, 3.
Auditioning was hard. I'm 32 weeks pregnant. My ability to get my groove on is pretty limited.
Billy was there. I haven't seen him in a while.
This will be exciting.
Yeah, this will be fun.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna feed you for a week so I don't have to.
There's a stigma to living with your parents, but it's not true because I feel like I'm the roommate that's renting out the room.
As a roommate? No.
Oh, no, no. No.
So, Mark, you are writing.
Yeah, and what about you?
Just do commercial insurance. And let's be honest, when someone says to me, what do you do for a living? And I say insurance, a little bit dies inside of me.
Want to talk a little bit about your roles? Because I'm sure you guys are very anxious to know. What are we doing? Yes? Okay. Okay, good.
The plot to Into the Woods. Do you have 3 days?
Mark, you're going to be reprising Baker. Kristen, you'll be reprising the baker's wife.
It's a bunch of fairy tale stories.
Carrie, you'll be reprising Rapunzel.
Turning them upside down.
Kate, you'll be reprising the witch.
Basically, they all have something that they wish.
Christy, you'll be reprising Little Red. Dan, you'll be the wolf. A little bit of changes for the rest of you gents in the room. Billy, if you'd be our narrator.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work for you.
I can't wait.
You've got a narrator, the baker and his wife.
Little Red Riding Hood.
There's these woods.
A cow, the wolf.
Cinderella.
Humorous, handsome princes.
There's a lot of this story.
Graham, we would like to upgrade your performance and be Rapunzel's prince.
I'm now going to be playing Carrie's prince, or Rapunzel's prince.
I think your instrument is ready for it.
I'm so happy for Graham. It's my prince, Graham.
But I loved her anyway.
So that has all of these roles covered. Starting tomorrow, we are going to welcome a pro company into the process. Okay, so let's grab our scripts. Come on in.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start memorizing lines.
Come on, memorize it all.
I'm gonna vocalize a little, because we didn't do any vocalization stuff yesterday, and I'm like, I was dead set that I was gonna do theater for the rest of my life. I got a job touring with Starlight Express, but there was always this hint of like, there are other things that I'm passionate about, and so I don't think about that life anymore.
I see. Come on in.
Thank you. And so we just find like how this guy moves. Yeah, why not? And then it could be,
Oh, wait. Go, go, go.
my God, she sits on your knee, and then we've got a little bit of wolf sexy going, okay? Yes.
No.
Don't close it. Don't deny us the no. Into the Woods is all about wish fulfillment. I wish I had more time. There's so much to do.
Then maybe a little.
Absolutely.
Here we go now.
Yes.
Call it Gate Gate.
And cheers.
Can't
Oh my God.
Salud.
Salud.
I've written trivia for you guys.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who kissed the most girls?
What? Really?
Mark was always known for dating a lot of girls. Like a lot.
Follow-up question, who kissed the most guys?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
In high school.
In high school, I didn't want to be gay, but eventually I came out to Graham. He would say, you can have anyone, and it suddenly dawned on me to tell him like my biggest secret. And I was like, no, I can't have anyone. I can't have you. I loved him. My biggest fear then was coming out. That was the first experience I had of saying those words. And Graham said, I'm your best friend, and nothing changes.
I'll have another on the rocks.
What's the story of my first ever kiss?
Oh my God.
It wasn't me. Don't look at me.
I don't know. Anybody?
My mouth is shut.
Everyone was there.
What? Wait. Oh my God! What was it? What was it? What was it? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know.
So we were doing that show. And Carrie's boyfriend, Vince, dared me on opening night to kiss Carrie.
Oh, there you are.
But Vince didn't know that I actually had a crush on Carrie, so this was not a problem, and I straight up did.
Hello, sweetheart.
No way!
Yes! Graham had a little tiny crush on me. Everybody else may have blown his level of crush out of proportion a little bit.
What a pro. What a...
Oy vey.
And did you see that there was a top 10 most boring cities in California, and West Covina was on there? I mean, it's not the most exciting, but at least we have a mall.
Would really like to actually get started on some acting exercise.
Coy is fantastic. He has a vision that he wants to see come across.
Try to, with every inhale, open up your instrument even further.
And he's guiding us towards it as opposed to forcing us to do it.
Say, ah, and release. Now, you're gonna find your way to the floor. Pick your very favorite place. And you turn to your right, and there you are in high school. Oh my gosh. Say hello.
Hello.
And have a conversation.
All those things you worry about, you don't need to.
You know you're good.
Be the best friend.
You know how good you are. Just say what you feel and take care of your hair.
So yeah, it turns out we didn't do theater. But you were super happy. It's not I truly believed when I was that age in a fairy tale. You were gonna find the man of your dreams and you were gonna live happily ever after. Rapunzel. That's me in a nutshell. I married my high school sweetheart. Me being the naive person that I was, thought we were always gonna be together.
The witch, all she wants to do, of course, is protect. And was any of what you were feeling today, is there anything that you're comfortable sharing about something that was not well in your world?
Protect me from men. So when he called me up and said he packed up our stuff and he's leaving and we're getting a divorce, that was pretty much the end of that fairy tale.
In this scene, you can know I am going to be heartbroken.
Journey over, all is mended, and not just for today, but tomorrow.
And not just for today. That's not singing. And not just for today.
Not just for today.
Today. So do this with your hand. Okay. And not just for today.
Ever after. Ever after. Journey over, all is mended, and not just for today. So mended, ever after. Oh-ho! Yeah.
Now go to another place where you have some dialogue.
And when the old, I hate this word, enchantress paid a visit, she called forth. You know, I've always had a problem with pronunciating my words. She lived improvised in the desert until the day her prince...
Impoverished.
Oh, impoverished.
Impoverished.
Impoverished, but the show must go on, right?
Do you have to memorize this, or do you
I have to memorize this entire thing.
So when are you planning on memorizing all this?
I have this memorized somewhat.
I want you to take a peek at yourself.
The better to see you with, my dear. My wife has never seen me perform, so I'm a little nervous, but this is a text message my wife sent me. Love of my life. I'm looking forward to Sunday almost as much as our own wedding day. It's my wife.
I'm gonna start off with giving you a pair of tights. Oh, so manly.
I went to wardrobe. They wanted to put me in a dance belt and tights. The tights are not a problem. I go to Renaissance Fair all the time. I wear tights, not a problem. But there's always something over this general region.
Yes.
I've always kind of had a little bit of issue with my body. I was this skinny kid that was lanky and didn't really have much meat.
Voila.
Gotcha, gotcha.
And now it's almost the exact opposite. I have too much meat.
What would we do with this so that it doesn't look like, of course,
I like to present myself being a confident person, but at some points I feel like it's compensation for what I'm lacking in terms of looks.
I don't think anyone ever said Into the Woods was sexy.
No, well, my role is definitely not sexy. This is getting a little more fancy in the pansies. Wow.
Well, witches are
I'm
sexy.
wearing this, and the witch gets to wear it. I love the witch. It makes me think of my mom. When I grew up, she sang all the time. 7 years ago, she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, stage 4. 1 minute she's singing up on a show, literally. 3 weeks later, she's being told she will die in 6 months. She died 2 weeks after my second baby was born, and our hearts were so hurt when she died. We couldn't sing anymore. I'm doing this because she would be so pissed if she found out that just because we were sad that we stopped singing or performing or doing anything like that. That is not what she would want.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey. Would you like a drink? Did you know I was gonna be here?
I had a feeling you were. Both Billy and I feel really uncomfortable with this thing that happened in our past.
How awkward was it for you?
It wasn't, you know what I think, honestly? I feel like you thought that I hated you.
I did think that. I sent you a message, it was like, hey, how you doing? And I got no response.
Oh, I'm mean. No, I didn't mean to not respond. I honestly don't remember
Okay.
you sending that. We tried to stay friends afterwards, and I think that's where it got weird, which sucked.
You broke, you're my first heartbreak.
Oh.
You know that, right?
I met Kate when I was a freshman. She was in 8th grade. Instantly, when I saw her, I thought she was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And you gotta understand, my freshman year, I was very awkward looking.
I'm 99% sure you don't remember this. What was the first gift you gave me?
I have no idea.
You gave me Easter eggs. Hard-boiled eggs.
Oh my God, I gave you hard-boiled
Hold on,
eggs.
but they were painted, they were Easter painted, and you had letters like B, heart, K, and I'm not kidding, till this day, it's probably within the top 5 gifts. I was gonna keep them forever. And like the next day, I go to open the fridge and they're freaking gone. I look in the trash and my dad, who is the sweetest,
I remember this.
nicest
You were
man,
so upset.
ate my eggs.
I actually remember you being pissed about that.
I've never been so mad at my dad in my entire life.
So we're good.
I love you.
I love you.
Kristen!
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Hi. Hi. I'm not the type of person to get starstruck. I mean, I worked at theme parks, but Kristen Bell, she is my person that I always wanted to see in real life.
Ready?
Who, me?
Oh, Carrie. But if you want to help her and support her a little bit. Exactly.
Maybe we'll do it together. Yeah, I'll follow along. I was trying to sight read. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, see, you have no problem hitting it when you're singing with someone else.
In my ear, it sounds great.
Oh, you sound glorious.
Kristen Bell came to visit, and I was really hoping that if she came to any of my rehearsals, it would not be the dance rehearsal.
Safe at home with our beautiful bride.
We're way off.
Yeah. She was like, hey, that pregnant chick sucks. What are you gonna do, fire me?
Billy, do you want to run lines? What did we start with?
I bit a little bit more than I can chew, and I might choke because I'm swallowing these lines. I memorized something that if I was to say it, it would flow.
Yeah.
Not word for word. For example, and her father had taken for his new wife a woman with 2 daughters of her own. But when I go home, I say something like, and his father got remarried to a woman who had 2 daughters. If I said that on stage, they would not know. The show would flow well. So that's what I've been doing at this point.
But it was written by 2 brilliant people.
I know.
And there isn't a word that the writers didn't think needed to be in there.
It's
So
well thought out. It's beautiful. But enchantress, I can't say that word. But when I do it at home, I don't say enchantress, I say witch.
yeah.
Sondheim wrote it the way it needs to be read, and I completely understand that. But Sondheim did not write that to be memorized in a week.
When all is said and done at our performance, after bows, it would be nice to do an encore moment. We are singing, children will listen, the anthem of Teach Your Children Well. Children will listen. The solo is written for the witch. Kristen, we have an opportunity with you about to give birth, with you singing the song and taking the lead.
Really?
Not bitter about it all. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love singing that song. That song's amazing. Wouldn't want to sing that song. Children will listen.
Careful the things you say. Children will listen. Careful the things you do.
There's an added layer. Not only is it Kristen singing to her unborn child, but a little bit to her mom.
I feel like I can pack more meaning into it if I can kind of hold it together instead of being like, oh, my mom's not in the audience. You know, things like that. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Because I can't be like, oh, yeah, my mom's supposed to be singing this. So I don't want to do that.
Man, I'm out of shape.
Graham doesn't really discuss his broader dreams. He's still kind of, even at his age, finding himself.
I'm sure there's something out there.
Mysterious man had died. As for Rapunzel, oh, I hate this word. As for Rapunzel, who was?
We'll take it off of and it came to pass. We'll take it off Billy's cross.
And it came to pass. All that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy ever after. Ever after, journey over, all as men did, and not just for today, but tomorrow. What?
my ski year.
Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Got a special visit from my mom.
Kate? Mamma mia! It was super nostalgic. It was kind of cool to see her come down the stairs and Billy! I used to call him Billito!
Okay, all right, Mom. Time to go, Mom.
How much I love Billy, Mamma Mia. I cannot say any words how much I love Billy. I love him so much.
Okay. Down the dell in vain, perhaps, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to lose the longing.
Into the woods to have the child.
To wed the prince.
To get the money, to have, to wed, to get, to save, to kill, to keep, to come to the festival. Into the woods. Into the woods.
Into the woods and out of the woods. And happy ever after. I wish.
Okay.
Coy is probably freaking out a little.
You guys are done? Go ahead, get out of here.
I mean, we have scenes that we haven't even blocked yet, and you know, we have tomorrow.
I have to learn so much, it's ridiculous.
Walmart. So we are moving into a run. The goal is not to stop.
Impoverished.
The run is for you guys to see each other, clock backstage traffic, clock all of the things you need to clock that you would have clocked if we had a full dress. Have a fantastic run, everybody.
Curtains opening, curtains opening, curtains opening.
Are we closing the curtain?
No, go ahead, Billy.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom,
I wish.
was a young maiden. A sad young I wish a sad young lad.
I wish we had a child.
I want a child. I think there was a little bit of timing problems.
Into the woods, down the bread to granny who is sick in bed, never can tell the time. I must begin my journey.
Jack, on the other hand, he had no mother and no father, and for his mother.
You're doing great, doing great. We're all doing great.
Proper cup of coffee and a proper cup of coffee. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Into the woods to grandmother's house.
No, a little higher. Yeah, that's it, that's it. Well, it's close enough.
Ah, there you are, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you had gone.
No!
Quick, the milk! Not now, into the cup! Quick, into the cup!
We already did that.
He's dead!
We are into the weeds at this moment.
Oh, God! All the curses have ended. The reverse is wiped away.
And, you know, the goal is that we'll get into the woods. We're not into the woods yet.
I wish!
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away. We are a few hours away. I'm pretty confident that we're gonna nail this. She lived improvise.
Go.
Does that hurt?
No.
Okay.
I'm feeling like I don't have a voice. Singing has never been a place of insecurity for me. You start to get worried you're not going to pull it off.
I swear to you, by curtain, we'll have a miracle.
Okay.
We were doing Hamilton stuff earlier. Like, how does a baker?
Are you okay? Oh my God, Kristen.
Oh my God.
It's just something. Wait,
Is that your water?
Oh my God.
That's her water breaking.
Kristen.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
You are such a bitch!
That's really hard to do.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't really have to act. It all came naturally.
Last time my labor was 2 hours, I could have made it back for the show.
This is my biggest note. This is a marathon. This is a chase. And you have to come in with prior circumstance. Who are you chasing? What are you getting? You guys have to think of that. There's a ball. Who's got the ball? Who's got the ball? Kristen's got the ball. She's got the line, she's got the line, she's got the line, she's got the lines, and then she takes it to whoever's got the other line. You gotta catch the ball, take us back. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Toss it to the action. Action, 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 action. Applause, 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 applause. Get the ball. That is what it feels like.
Change your voice.
That's really helpful. Thank you.
I see you in the woods. You're too nice.
Okay. I feel like I can be more sexual, not as nice.
Find something to do with this hand. Why don't you try forcing my knees open?
A sad young lad
Could you fake kind of an English accent?
who had 2 daughters of her own.
So no.
Shake, bananas, shake, bananas.
I've converted all of my nerves into performance energy. Do like our old drama motto. For what we perform and what we believe, the stories become the fabric we weave. Take the stage.
Hi, so nice to see you.
It's hard to imagine. They've only been working on it for 1 week.
Yes, 97. Today, I am most nervous about me controlling myself when I see my son on the stage.
Chad and Christy's husband.
Oh, okay.
This is the first time that Christy's been away from the kids for this long. This is our daughter, Isla. Our daughter, Isla, is going to be in the audience tonight. She can't wait to see her mama.
I'd just like to see how he lights up when he gets on the stage.
And we're anxious to see it in theater. Hope it has air conditioning.
It is what it is at this point, ladies and gentlemen. I have a very specific strategy of how not to have to pee during the whole show, because I have a baby that's pushing down on my bladder.
I can't believe we're doing this. bunch of middle-aged people going out on the stage to like perform something that they did when they were 17, 18 years old. Like, it's insane.
We can do this, guys. We're gonna do this.
Once upon a time. You see. Once upon a time lived a young maiden, a sad young lad, a childless beggar.
I wish
more than any, and his wife.
The moon. It's the witch from next door.
The old witch, the old enchantress told them that she had put a spell on their house.
Greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery. Asparagus, and watercress, and fiddle ferns, and lettuce. She said, all right. But it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. I should have put a spell on him right there.
Oh.
Go to the wood! You got this.
Hello?
Whatever it sounds like, get it out.
Good day, young lady. Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. Take your time.
Mother said, straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
But slow, little girl, hark and hush. You're traveling so fleetly.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
These beans carry great magic.
What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods, just the two of us. Beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize.
I'm not yet. I have a rip.
It takes trust. It takes just a bit more, and we're done. It takes two.
Oh, there you are, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you had gone.
I've been looking all night for her.
I, too, have discovered a lovely maiden. I stand beneath her window and I say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Blithe and becoming and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
That's funny. I'm sorry I had to run, son. Son!
Father!
All is repaired!
He's dead!
And so the mysterious man had died. As for Rapunzel, finally living in improvised in a desert, and heard a voice. And it came to pass, all that was wrong was now right. The kingdom was full of joy, I and all who deserved it were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after, journey's over, old man did, and not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended ever after.
Into the woods to get the money,
To save the house,
to kill the wolf,
to find the father,
conquer the kingdom,
to have to wait, to get to say, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival, into the woods and out of the woods. Happily ever after, I wish.
To watch Isla's face just light up. That's my mommy.
Yep.
And that's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. He broke a tree. That's our boy. Yeah.
Billy, oh my mia. For a mama, he sounds like heaven.
Careful the things you say, children will listen. Careful the things you do.
When you're in a cast, you're a family, and I think we pulled it off.
After not doing theater for so long, you forget how you feel getting to see people laughing and clapping. You forget all that stuff.
Goodbye. Goodbye. I am so happy to be done with the show. I just am like, oh, thank God. Back to life.
Hello, I finished.
Hi. I kissed my fiance in my high school theater, which is something I never would have saw.
Oh my God, congrats.
Oh my God. How do you feel?
Awesome. When I get to work on Tuesday morning, I'm gonna feel like, you know what, maybe I'm in the wrong line of business since I've just nailed a Broadway musical.
I mean, you were awesome.
I'm very proud.
It's over. I'm going home now.
Careful the spell you cast, not just on children.
This last week, I got to reconnect with old friends. We got to sing together, we got to perform on stage, and perhaps I have a future in theater or film, or maybe get an agent, a SAG card. I would love that.
'Tis the season for the Great Christmas Light Fight.